I'm Alex Berman from Experiment 27. Over the past couple of years, I've generated millions and millions of dollars with cold emailing, and I've seen thousands of different email scripts, different email processes, and I wanted to break down a few ways that you guys are making mistakes with your cold emailing and how to fix them. So let's jump into it. Number one, you send hundreds of messages a day. I was at coffee a few months ago in San Francisco with the director of business development for this huge software as a service startup, and he was breaking down how their sales teams worked. Basically, each salesperson is required to send about 150 emails a day, something I've recommended in the past on this channel as well. Sending a bunch of emails a day does work, but it's a quantity play. Sending hundreds of emails a day is going to lead you to burn out your list. It's going to lead you to not find high-value clients, and basically people that respond to an email that could be sent hundreds of times a day are usually ones that are either in dire need of a product and will respond to anyone, or people that you necessarily don't want to work with. What I recommend doing instead is sending maybe 20 emails a day, but making each one super customized for the target. A few days ago, I just sent out 2 cold emails in a day, and one of them turned into a meeting. 50% response rate. You're able to get those response rates by customizing the message. Number 2, you don't define the target or goal correctly. I've been talking to so many lead generation shops, tools that are supposedly like AI lead generation tools, and I haven't been able to recommend one or implement one for our team yet. And the reason why is because a lot of their targeting is still very generic. When I'm looking for a client for Experiment 27, right, I'm looking for a digital agency owner that has between 50 and 150 employees, though it could have less, it could have a little bit more, has no director of marketing, uses their website as a lead generation channel, but it's not the main channel, and maybe a dozen other factors that go into a lead. I've been able to train our internal people to find that using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I've been able to train Filipinos and Vietnamese outsourced labor on Upwork to do it. But there is no software out there, at least that I've been able to find, that's granular enough to get the right quality of leads. So if you're out there and you're using one of these softwares to find your leads, and you're not verifying again before you send any emails out, you are sending your emails to the wrong type of people, and your conversion rates will be a lot higher if you just spend a few minutes looking at each lead before you send an email out. Number 3, you use email templates. An email template is something that's touted very often by experts in cold emailing space specifically. I've shown a few of the emails that have worked for me in the past on this channel, but those are not scripts, right? What actually works better is sitting down and writing an email out by hand like you would if you were sitting in front of them at a networking event. The only scripts that I use in my emails are the ones that are in my head, right? So if I think about Experiment 27, we build lead generation channels for digital agencies. I can say that in an email. I can say our results in an email because they're memorized. But if I'm going to write it in an email, I want to write it by hand. And the same actually goes for proposals, which I'll do another video on later. Email templates hurt you in the long run. So get in the habit early of writing all your emails by hand. Yes, they take more time, and the response rate is going to be a lot higher. 4, you do almost no research. Just in the last week, I've gotten over 6 emails from other web design services trying to pitch Experiment 27 on reselling their mobile apps. Where if those people had just taken a second to look at what my LinkedIn profile said, none of that would have been applicable and they wouldn't have pitched. So when you're doing your pitches, take a second, actually read the profile of the person you're sending out. I did another video a couple weeks ago digging into actual company information. There's premium insights on LinkedIn, which lets you see everything from company growth rates to number of jobs posted in the last couple months to actual breakdown of the company by department in percentages. There is no excuse for you not to be doing this research, and there's no excuse for you to be pitching people that don't need your service when all this information is available to you. Number 5, you don't read your email like a third party would. The go-to strategy for writing a cold email is to write an email that kind of reads like an ad, or at least that's the strategy I'm getting because these are all the cold emails that I get, right? Bullet points that outline a process, paragraph after paragraph talking about the benefits, or the exact opposite. One of my friends from a Fortune 500 company loves to pass me the terrible cold emails he gets, and one of them was less than 5 sentences trying to get him to jump on a call with him. If these cold emailers take a second, right? Not even a minute, just a full second to read a 5-sentence email to themselves like they were that Fortune 500 client that they're trying to pitch, all of the issues in the email would be obvious and they would change them. Number 6, you don't send consistently. I was reading a blog post about a month ago and it recommended doing cold emails once every 2 months and just batching like 60 or 70 in a day. That's the wrong way to approach it. What's better is sending a batch of emails consistently to build up a pipeline. That way you don't run into an issue where you have a really good month, so you're churning deals, you're selling a bunch, and then the next month, since you haven't been sending cold emails, you have nothing and you're basically flatlining. In order to have consistent growth, you need a consistent outreach strategy, which means even if you're just sending 2 emails a day, you're sending something consistently. So those are the 6 reasons you suck at cold email and might not know it. I'm Alex Berman from Experiment 27. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorials. And if you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.co. Thanks.